Koei and I have an awkward relationship. On one hand, they're in charge of the Dynasty Warriors franchise, which at this point is legal justification for murder. However, when they do decide to branch out and get creative with something, they can come up with some pretty cool concepts that turn into pretty fun games. Hell, Guitar Man is one of my favorite games ever! Therefore, I've decided that should I ever meet the Koei production staff, their deaths shall be quick and painless. Especially after I discovered this kooky little gem. Yanya Caballista. Good lord, that's a mouthful. What do you do in this game? You fight aliens. By skateboarding. Yes, the ultra-powerful race known as the GWU, which the military of New Francisco was totally powerless against, is easily thwarted by kids on skateboards. Video game logic is the best, isn't it? So here's what makes this game unique. Yanya Caballista comes with a fingerboard controller, which you place over that analog stick to replicate the actual feel of a skateboard. Unfortunately, my used copy didn't come with said board, so I ended up having to use one of my old Tech Deck boards to do the job. Is what I want to say. Unfortunately, my room is such a freaking mess that I couldn't find any of those either. So I ended up having to use nondescript backing to some abandoned piece of electronics that I've long since forgotten I even owned. This episode's just starting off great, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie, even with the built-in tutorials, it takes a while to figure this game out. Figuring out exactly how you have to move the sticks to achieve a spin is a labor of love, and once you start throwing in the ideas of late tricks and chaining, you're gonna want to put your fist through the PS2. A spin into 3 flips? Are you mad? But then it happens. That wonderful, ecstasy-filled moment when everything just clicks. And soon, you're pulling off tricks so powerful, it makes even the baddest alien fall over in awe. This is truly one of those games that gets even more fun the better you get at it. And if you hone your skills enough, you may even unlock some hidden characters to play around with. Though, considering the ones I found have stats that are generally crappier than the 3 guys you have from the beginning, I'm starting to question why the ability to use them is considered a reward. No matter who you choose, though, every stage of what you call the story mode is essentially the same. Find aliens, impress them with tricks, and make them go away. As you progress, more species of the GWU are revealed, which all have special conditions pertaining to their annihilation, such as only reacting to certain tricks, being nearsighted, or requiring high-level combos. Now let me ask you something. What's the last thing you'd expect to be in a skateboarding game? Yeah, that's right. Boss battles. Well, guess what? This game? Yeah, it has them. They're not really that bad considering you can't technically die, but keep an eye on that timer because if it runs out, you can say sayonara to all the progress you just made on that stage. Aside from story, there's a couple other modes like a trick tutor and even multiplayer. But then again, if you actually have a friend who's willing to screw around with the controls until they work, you should count your blessings. It's no Jet Set Radio, and it's certainly no pro skater, but if you're willing to tackle the learning curve, what's here is good. You feel like a badass when you finally start to get it right, and as weird as it sounds, the peripheral almost feels natural. Says the guy who collected Tech Deck boards as a kid. Smooth but shredding, short but sweet. Yanya Caballista is definitely worth the money you'll pay for it. How do I know? Because I saw it on Amazon for 1 penny. I could buy 1,000 of these with the money I have in my pocket right now. And now I leave you with a montage of all the times I beefed while recording this. I don't know, it just seemed fitting for some reason.